Greetings, people of the world! Matthew back with you here at Overall Autism for the continuation of Let's Play Shovel Knight. So, last time we successfully defeated the Order of the No Quarter's 7th member, Tinker Knight, and his Dr. Wily Machinist, Machine of Doom. Yeah, because it was definitely inspired by Dr. Wily from Mega Man. But, we now go from Mega Man to old school Final Fantasy, because the last member of the Order of No Quarter comes with his very own airship. And this is by far the toughest stage of them all for the members of the Order of No Quarter. So, brace yourself, there will certainly be more than a few deaths here, as we go to the Flying Machine, lair of Propeller Knights. For chivalry! So as you can already see, that is the bottomless pit right out of the gate. And the only way we can get access to the flying machine is to use the pogo move on these flying jellyfish. We'll be seeing these flying jellyfish a lot here at Propeller Knight stage. Not only that, we have these falling platforms that we have to deal with, that we also have to use in order to gain access to the flying machine. So now we're on the flying machine proper, and now all of a sudden the jellyfish have gone all electric on us. What if we take a left here, and wait for this flying jellyfish to go down, to drop his guard. Whoops, didn't want to do that. I think I screwed myself from getting that particular chest. Now that is not an easy one to get. But it gives you an indication of what we're going to be dealing with here as we go on to Propeller Knight stage. Ah! Crap. Now, I was not kidding when I said this thing was going to be hard. I mean, if this is any indication, you can pretty much be assured of what we're going to be dealing with. So, you know what? Since I'm having so much trouble with that, I might as well just ignore it. Because I think that's what I'm going to do. Unless I can use something like the Dust Knuckles. Nope. So I guess we're gonna have to pass on this chest. It ain't worth it. Plus, I don't think... There is something that you can get from here at Propeller Knight stage that allows you to get chests like that in locations where those things are, but since we don't have it yet, we're gonna have to just move on. Now here's another unique thing about Propeller Knight stage, are these screens. You can't see what's going on, and if you're standing in the wrong spot, those screens can actually block when you know that these magicians are getting you with their split shots. In fact, I want to go back because I don't think I've established yet. No, there's no special secret area for me to deal with. It's just get yourself to the other side and deal with the magician. Onward we go. Now we have wind effects. And we have to fight against the wind in order to get that treasure, as well as that treasure as well. Now we jump across. Deal with the electric jellyfish. Safe. Yeah, these flying enemies, they are the toughest things in this stage. Use the wind to my advantage. That worked out perfectly. I get this. Nope. But that's okay. We've reached our first checkpoint. Onward we go. Now, these things. As you can see, they don't fall off the platform because of the fact that they have propellers of their own. Yeah, Propeller Knight. Yeah, if you thought Tinker Knight was a maniac mechanic, Propeller Knight is one in his own right. Not only that, he comes with fully loaded artillery. Gotta deal with these cannonballs. Thankfully, they move slowly. Get the treasure from there. We'll go here, and go! Now we have to use the pogoing cannonballs to our advantage again. Because we got you to deal with. These guys are gonna stay in my way as long as that's around. Yeah, you can see how hilarious that is. Even the wind from the propellers that are shooting you up can shoot up the gems. Now, gotta deal with this little puzzle here. Gotta wait, be patient, and sniff through. speaking of slipping through, now we have a situation where we can use the flare wand to take out these guys. Ow! Yeah, that wasn't all that bright. I was trying to transition over, but I didn't make it. And that was quite a bit of gold loss. I'm not gonna bother with you. You're simply ignorable, because we've already defeated you. Right, make the transition. And away we go again. But, you know what this means? Rematch. This time, he's much more easily defeatable. Alright, this puzzle again. Drop on down. Fireball you. Alright, that was easy enough. And away we go. Next section. Now here's where the cannonball's firing works to your advantage. As you can see, where puffs of smoke are occurring, that's where the cannonball is running into a ceiling. You can use this knowledge to transition over, because as you can see, the screen doesn't necessarily help you as in indicating where you can go next. But here we use it to get ourselves another treasure chest. So now we gotta do the same puzzle as before, and hopefully do it a little more intelligently. But here's our mini-boss coming in. This freaky team with their own little mini airship. You get in a situation where you get stuck when they land. If you're standing on the ground, you end up in a situation where you get stuck, and your shovel gets stuck, and you're forced to pretty much eat damage. But if you use the bombs to your advantage, that can work too. Yeah, if you have to take damage here, take it, because yeah, that is a very tough boss, but it's a lot easier than I made it look. Or it's a lot tougher than I made it look. So now we got cannonballs to get ourselves to our next area. Lots of chicken. Streets of Rage references. Always awesome. And so off to our next area. So now we have these guys that are actually going to help us out. If you do it right. You have to do it right. Yeah, you can see I've made a bit of a fool of myself there. We have to wait for them to give me wind. And, wow, I'm doing this worse than I should be. I probably should not be in a situation where I'm using the pogo. Yeah, that's actually a situation where there's actually a passage you can get to, but it's very difficult to access. I can access this one though. As you can see, you have to make a transition here perfectly. You have to transition every time a jellyfish is no longer flashing. And that's how you get across. Onward to our next area. In this instance... Aha! Shot right over your shot. Yeah, if you know what you're doing, that move is pretty easy. Plus, secret ladder. With the music sheet. Unfortunately, I don't have what I need to get access to that one. I want to see if I can actually use the mobile gear here. Actually, that platform will not stay up long enough to get that, so I'm going to pass. Yeah, this is an instance where if you got the item from Chester that was down there, you could have gotten it. Actually, I want to see if I can use the mobile gear to get to it. Yeah. Now, I want to see if the mobile gear works here. It does! Nice! That means I can get access to this area. Okay, how would I get over there? I think I know. This is gonna be rough. But there's Chester's chest! And so, we get from him the last relic that we can get, the Propeller Dagger for 4,000 gold. soar through the sky blade first. Now you can reach all sorts of places, including that tricky little spot that we couldn't get to before. So we'll get the jewels from here, and then... yeah, they work just like the dust knuckles, but you have to stay in mid-flight in order to get to them. Oh, opportunity for fishing. But, of course, if it's a Propeller, that means that I can't get what he has. Well, if I use my... oh, it's a music sheet. Never mind. Use the propeller dagger to get myself further, but now we have to deal with you again. Thankfully, Flare Wand makes life a whole lot easier. Get you guys down. I'm gonna try and make this transition here. Now, this is a situation where I'm really going to need to use the propeller dagger well. And that worked perfectly. And we have successfully crossed back to the other side. Yeah, pretty tricky, especially when your hands are sweating like mine are right now. But we can now move on. I should have thought about using the mobile gear in the first place. So just bide my time and wait for the right opportunity to move. And now we can move on again. Alright, so in this instance we can actually use the propeller dagger to blast ourselves over. And now we can make a shot at this treasure chest. There we go. Plus another chest. And the music sheet. I meant to say music sheet. But there was a chest in there after all. Ooh, ooh! Yeah, that was a bad transition. That was a very bad transition. Thankfully, I don't plummet to my death. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, here we go. Now, just bounce a little bit. Oh, not again! Ugh. Wow. My luck is suddenly going south. Ugh. At least I haven't died yet. But, knowing my luck, that will happen eventually. But yeah, I should be using the propeller dagger. There we go. Much better. And checkpoint. Onward to you. Crazy propeller guy with the green propeller. Stay in his defense and get through him. I'm really liking how I'm transitioning like that. Well, it didn't quite happen the way I wanted it to, but it did work. Let's see, can I get these treasures? Can I get these? Oh, I'm not gonna risk trying the other one. And now auto-scrolling. This time, with the worm working against me, it makes this a little bit harder. Thankfully, with what I have to my advantage, I don't have to worry as much, but I still have to worry. And safe. But how much further do we have to go? That's the big question. As you can see, we now have cannonballs that we have to use as pogoing devices. Transition, 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 and climb ladder. And next checkpoint. Alright. Wipe my hands off a bit. Yeah, thankfully these propellers start and stop, so you don't have to worry as much. But now, as you can see, we have spikes to deal with. I'm gonna wait for you to come over, since you just naturally phase through. Alright, now you gotta be careful with this one because you can actually be knocked into the spikes in that area. You can actually phase through the platform and crash into the spikes and die. So, do your best to try and avoid that problem. Oh, look out, look out! Oh, I made it. And transition over. And safe. Yeah, it's this guy again. Yeah, try me, I dare ya. Haha! And victory is mine. And behind you is another chest. Huzzah! Wait for that propeller to pass by, and onward we go. Now, this is where wind physics really start to get fun. We get updrafts and downdrafts to deal with. All the while, we have to deal with the enemies that are here, as well as spikes in the ceiling. So yeah, this gets really fun, really fast. And the platforms and the gems pretty much clue you in as to how you deal with this. And up. Don't be in too much of a rush to get through there, but you'll have to be in a rush to get through here, cause wind not only blows you to the right, it blows you straight up. Which means you're gonna have to deal with the spikes in both the walls and the ceilings, and transition as best as you can without crashing and dying. And go! Well, I got you taken care of, and that's what mattered. And safely through. Now we have to deal with cannonballs again. Ow! Went too far. Well, thankfully I don't have to go too far in order to continue. Right. And up. And down. And up. And down. And up. I must sound like a father giving a swing ride, pushing a swing for his 5-year-old child. And wind. And wind. Yeah, that was a waste. But yeah, I've seen more than a few people do this game as a Let's Play where they just really struggle with that transition with the wind going up and to the right. And transition. And go. And drop down. So let's try this again, and hopefully not die. We're gonna pass by those because it's not worth it. And go! Right, and go! Safely through there. Now, let's see if we can't get the cannonballs right this time. There we go, much better. And thus we made it to the last checkpoint. And we get an apple instead of a chicken. Nonetheless, it's time to go head-to-head with the last member of the Order of No Quarter, Propeller Knight. And he's even speaks in French. Ah, my petite blue friend, the sunset, she is beautiful, no? Get down here and face me, you gyroscopic jester. Oh, so rude, my crew, they were not hospitable. My ship, it was not magnificent. I'm not here to be entertained, I must reach the Tower of Fate. All business, no pleasure, such a shame. Very well then, en garde. So he descends, and in classic French style, laughs at us while he pulls out his rapier. So the best method I've found for taking on Propeller Knight is to stay in the center as much as you can, because sometimes he'll do moves like this, where he'll try and impale you on his sword after he uses his propeller to thrust you into the air. He also has this move. And then he'll take to the skies, where he'll summon a second airship. You have to get the bombs out of the way, so that you're not getting yourself killed by them. And then he tries to do this move. And if you think he's done, well, guess again. Then he does this. He takes more of the platform away. And then you're forced to hit him as he passes by, and then he tries to push you off. Yeah, but yeah, Propeller Knight, definitely the hardest fight, as you can see. Yeah, trying to hit him in the front, it's just not a good strat. Alright, come on down. Propeller Knight, come on down! And did you actually block my attack with the spark move? Oh, Yeah, he's going back to the skies. Yeah, he spends a lot of this fight staying clear of you. Yeah, he is a tough opponent. Make no mistake about it. This guy hurts badly. Plus, it also doesn't help when he takes away the platform from you. And unlike Propeller Knight, he doesn't put the platform back. He also doesn't give you an opportunity to try and transition over safely to a platform. But yeah, I'm going against my own advice here. I mean, I'm trying to save myself, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I'm trying to keep myself safe as best I can. Ah. Strike him down, strike him down, strike him down. Okay, he's going back to the skies. Aha! Gotcha! Did I get you again? Oh, of course. What the cows? Alright, so far so good. Well, actually, not really. He's taking more than half my health. And come back to me. Now push. Push hard. Push hard. Right. And, yeah. If you can keep him staying in the middle once the platform size has been reduced, it makes life a lot easier for yourself. Because he pretty much is forced to take all of your hits. And Propeller Knight gets his wings clipped, and he goes in for a crash landing. And there it is. All 8 members of the Order of No Quarter are defeated. And with that section of the map now completed, we have one more opportunity to do a bonus stage with Shield Knights. And so, up to the heavens, as we see her descending again. So, for the final time, we must save her in a dream sequence. And as you can see, it's just a whole slew of bad guys that are coming from all over the place. Ooh, that was a good bit of treasure obtained. But, as usual, the best bet is to just keep the center of the field of field of play clear, so that you can catch Shield Knight when she comes down. And there it is. Get a little bit of treasure here, and from this treasure chest we get our final meal ticket. And so, with the last member of the Order No Quarter now gone, that means the last part of the map is revealed. And so is the Tower of Fates. And with that, the theme music out on the field now has also changed. It's also different than from what it's been previously, but we have stuff to exchange. So we'll take care of that later on. However, we have another bit of music to give to the Bard. You found high above the land, among other things, in a mere 3 hours. That's very incredible. But, as you can see, yes, the gastronomer once again is freaking out! And of course we all know why that is. Because for the last time, we are going to get courtesy of the gastronomer. I'll add to our health meter, yeah. He cooked a snake for us. We'll go ahead and take advantage of the opportunity to max out the magic meter at this point. Alright, so that takes care of that. So, as far as things to do still, there are things that I need to, or would like to take care of before we proceed to make our way to the Order of No Quarter. It includes a couple of very important things. For those of you wondering, this is a shortcut, and it does say what it implies. In fact, why don't I show it to you now? This shortcut, yeah. Well, we'll explain more about that after we get launched by this. Yeah, it just launches us back to the village. So yeah, we want to actually go back because the propeller blade actually can get us something important. Remember this sheet of music that is a main forever beyond our grasp here at the armor outpost? Well, if you use a propeller dagger, you can get it. Easy, right? And so there's nothing really we can obtain from here. So we can just go back up here. And because we can, get ourselves back launched again. Back to the village. And since we did get another sheet of music, let's go ahead and pass it back to the bard. Boy, this guy is so excited. We found courage under fire! Alright. So, now, as far as what I want to do next, I want to take care of the couple of the remaining special stages that are left. Here we have the Hall of Champions, and over here we have the Frigid Flights. But we'll save these for next time. So, we're going to take on these two special stages to serve as a precursor for our final stage that is yet to come, the Tower of Fates. So with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Shovel Knight. And when I join you again, we will take on these two special stages and see just what they have to offer us. So until next time everyone, this is Matthew at Novora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.